North was born in Hollywood, the only child of Jay and Dorothy, née Cotton, North. North's father was an alcoholic, and his parents' marriage was turbulent. When he was 4, his parents separated, and North never saw his father again. He briefly resided in Birmingham, Alabama. His mother worked as the secretary to the West Coast director of the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, AFTRA. From a young age, North was a fan of television. When he was 6, his mother used her connections at AFTRA to arrange for him to appear on his favorite television program, local Los Angeles children's show Cartoon Express, hosted by Engineer Bill. Prominent Hollywood talent agent Hazel McMillan was impressed with the photogenic boy, contacting his mother the following day offering to represent him. His mother was aware of the stories of troubled former child stars and had reservations but eventually gave her approval. Appearance on the game show Queen for a Day, hosted by Jack Bailey. He continued to work as a child model and actor in commercials and landed small parts on a number of popular NBC variety shows of the 1950s, such as The George Gobel Show, The Eddie Fisher Show, and The Milton Burley Show, before auditioning for the role that made him a star. On March 2, 1991, North married his second wife, Rosisha. The couple had met on a blind date and separated 3 months after their wedding. On April 14, 1992, he met caterer Cindy Hackney at a party after a charity event for pediatric AIDS in Gainesville, Florida. On March 3, 1993, they were married, and 3 months later, still financially well off as a result of his mother's investments of his earnings as a child star, North left Los Angeles and moved to Hackney's hometown of Lake Butler, Florida, becoming stepfather to her 3 daughters. This move was a permanent break from the Hollywood area that had troubled him. That year, with the release of the 1993 feature film Dennis the Menace, the media saw what had become of the original Dennis. This renewed interest prompted him to publicly disclose the abuse he had experienced as a child star. In May 1997, having come to terms with the physical and emotional abuse he had suffered at the hands of his aunt and uncle, North began attending memorabilia shows to meet with fans. After moving to Florida, he began working as a correctional officer, reportedly working with troubled youth within Florida's juvenile justice system, and as of 2011, continued to work for the Florida Department of Corrections. From the early 1990s, North made occasional appearances on talk shows, documentaries, cameo appearances as himself on The Simpsons, and in the comedy feature film Dickie Roberts, former child star. In 1999, he concluded his interview by saying, "I am so happy that I was able to have such a positive impact on people's lives. I'm going to write my autobiography and then I'm just going to live a contented, happy life here in Lake Butler with the people I love, and kind of just vanish into the mist of time." North died of colorectal cancer on April 6, 2025, aged 73. He had been battling the disease for several years.